Yo, 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 yo. It is time for the September update. It is October 1st right now. We had a weigh-in yesterday, so that's the number I'm going to go off of. It's a little different, but September was it was both a good month and a bad month. I spoiler, a little disappointed. I was really hoping to be under 300 pounds by now. I did have one day I saw 299.8. I was barely under, but we went back up. Um, so I guess we'll start with that. I started the month about 309. My weigh-in yesterday I was about 303, so that puts us about 6 pounds down on the month, which I can't be mad about. We're still moving in the right direction. A little slower than I would have liked, but overall, we're getting it. I said last month I wanted to be under 300, and I was like, oh, I'll be under 300 for sure this month, and this month it was like, fuck, didn't get it either. But third time's a charm. We're gonna get it in October for sure. Um, but yeah, the weight didn't move as much as I would have liked. However, I'm not really that upset over the weight because I feel like I've gotten a lot stronger, overall. Just a general sense of like, I don't know if maybe I lost some fat and built some muscle somewhere in there, so kind of like stayed around the same weight, or like really what's going on. Like, it does get frustrating because I like seeing the scale go down, down, down. But as far as like this month goes, it's like I really wasn't that disappointed of not losing that much weight because like I feel like this month I've been noticeably like feel like in all my lifts I've been going up, like lifting more, and feel like I'm getting stronger. I feel like just like in a general sense, like I don't know, just like I can kind of feel my body. I feel like I'm like a little more like I don't want to say like I have more like definition, but it definitely feels like there's some of the fat little jigglies are kind of going away. Like I feel like I got like actual like visible like pectoral muscles, and like some stuff around like my neck and collarbone has been kind of, I don't know. It's like it's kind of like my bones have kind of been coming through, so I'm becoming more bony, which I guess is a good thing. I don't know. It's the I think more of an appearance wise, the weight. Like I've noticed the weight being, or like I've noticed me being less fat, although the weight hasn't changed the most. Also, just in a general sense too, like I feel like I've gotten like a bit more just like kind of mobile. Like I I don't know. There's like a sense of just like kind of being able to goof around, move around. And before it's like, oh, I didn't really do that as much because it was like, oh, it's hard to move, so I don't goof around as much. But now I feel like I've kind of like been goofing around, doing things just more, and kind of like I feel like I've kind of been noticing more strength on stuff. I was gonna show an example here because I've been doing like push-ups and stuff, and I feel like my push-ups have been getting a lot better, and I've been trying. I can't do a pull-up yet, but I feel still just like the general sense that's getting better. But I got these little bars here, and I was just goofing around and realized like I could hold myself up. I could do like dips and whatever. I don't know. I play around on this all the time now because it's just like I can. So it's kind of cool. I mean, I can't really do like good dips like as an exercise, but just the ability to hold myself up on dip bars and whatnot. It's like, all right, like that's new. So, and I just like I said, in a general sense, I feel like I've gotten a lot stronger. Um, so I'm happy with that. I still, I'm not happy with being around 300. Like I got a long ways to go, and although we're crushing it, it's still just kind of like in the back of my head. It's like, we're now 9 months into this, and it's like that's seems like a really long time that I've been doing, trying to be healthier and whatnot. So for there to be, that much more for me to go, it's like lost about 100 pounds this year. So it's like, well, on that same pace, I'm going to need a whole nother year to get down. So it's like, it's a little exhausting thinking like long term. It's like, man, there's a long road ahead of me still. So it's rough, but at the same time, it's like, I'm happy every day's been getting a little better and we've been doing just overall better. So pretty pumped about that. As far as my walking streak goes, we're still good. I still gone every single day, haven't missed a day. I feel like every month it's like been a new challenge of like what comes up to try to stop me and what do I do in order to respond to it, to be able to do it, like to be able to make sure I keep my streak up. You know, I've had months now where it's like, oh, I had real sick or, you know, real life issues or whatever. And this month's little fun project, I guess, was I went on a vacation and there was this like part of me was like, okay, I'm going on a vacation, but I do not want to lose my streak. And so it was like top priority. It was like, you know, I can go have fun, eat some maybe not bad food or maybe not good food, but you know, like maybe not healthy food. It was good food. But just in a general sense, I was like, okay, I'm going to go on a vacation. I'm going to have fun. But number one priority is I'm not breaking this streak. So on the day before, or on the day I left, like I was leaving bright and early, like out the door at like 6 a.m. But it was like, I was going to be traveling all day. And it's like, I knew I wasn't going to find the time to do it. So I decided, all right, I'm getting up at 4 a.m. I was walking around outside with a little flashlight and doing my 3.7 miles. Like I got it in. I didn't, you know, I knew it was going to be a problem. And so in my head, I was like, all right, like that's what I got to do to not lose my streak on this day. And that's what we did. So I was pretty happy with that. And then while I was actually on my vacation, like our hotel had a little gym and I used the treadmill and I went up from 3.7 to 4 miles every day while I was on the treadmill. It was like I gave myself a little bit of bonus mileage on my vacation. So yeah, it was good. I kept the streak alive. I'm back now home and like everything about it was good. Streak's still alive. I wasn't really that upset. Like this week my weight didn't really shift, and with how much I actually did move around on my trip, it was kind of like, oh, I was expecting to be down. And so I was a little disappointed. Plus, like, I stepped on a scale. There was a restaurant we went to that is like, if you were over a certain weight, you got to eat for free. So I stepped on a scale to see where I was at. And their scale showed me at 296. And I was like, oh, hell yeah. Like, I lost a bunch of weight on this vacation. Like, so I was like back in my head, I was like, oh, I was 296. And then to come home and step on the scale and see 303, I was like, oh man, I was doing so good. But I trust my scale. That one, I don't know. So that got to me a little bit, but that's all right. But yeah, with that, today's day 275. And with all those miles in, we're now over the 1,000-mile mark. We are at 1,017-ish miles on the year. So finally broke the 1K. That's pretty cool. And, you know, I feel like it's kind of coming into me now. It's like, there's only 3 months left this year. Like, we're well over halfway mark. Like, we're getting there and show no signs of slowing or stopping. We got 3 more months. I was just looking at it, 91 days left this year. And so you know, thinking about it now, it's like, that's easy. That's doable. Like, I got this in the bag. I'm feeling real good about it. But yeah, just overall, I mean, September was a good month and time to crush October. Yeah.